Good morning, gamers. It's your girl Lyra here with Yonoya Studio, here to present our Adrift beta release. Let's quickly go over the cast of Yonoya Studio. As you can see, our roster has changed a little, but the heart of our team is still there. We have Daniel, our lead software engineer, Gabe, our audio engineer, myself, Lyra, as the game's producer, Mitchell, our technical artist, and last but definitely not least, Nihar, our games designer. Now, let's get into our beta release of Adrift. Welcome back to the land of Adrift. Here you can see our title state, with buttons to start a new game as well as to display the controls to the player. Let's have a look. Wow, there they are. Now I know how to play. Let's start a new game. Welcome back to the canopy. This is our level 1 that we previously showed off in our prior alpha release video. As you can see from the startup, the major differences that have now been implemented into our story are UI elements in the top left and top right corner of the screen. In the top left corner, you can see our newly integrated heart system, allowing the player to not just instant die to all the many hazards we have added to the map. In the top right corner of the screen, you can see we have a feather. The feather is there to represent when the updraft mechanic is available for Arlo to use while navigating through his journeys. As you can see, by left clicking, I can summon an updraft. While I was in air, you can see that the feather changes to a darkened state to show that it is no longer available and I cannot summon another updraft. The feather recharges whenever Arlo is back onto the ground. Another thing we have changed since our alpha release is that our boy Arlo now has state-based animations. Here is his idle animation, here is his running animation, and here is his jump. Woohoo! Hands up! Another major change that we decided to make was on the actual physics of how Arlo jumps. It is much floatier now and allows for much simpler jumping and navigation throughout the map. With the jump mechanic now tweaked, it makes navigating harder parts of the map such as this much simpler even without the updraft mechanic, allowing more accessibility to the game and allowing a broader range of players to play. Though our Heart HUD system is not perfectly working with all our melee enemies, it is working for the bullets of our ranged enemies as displayed here. Oh, lost one, lost two, and lost three, and game over. To level 1, we have also added unique enemies. That includes our best friend here, the Humblebug, who has a idle, a running, and an attack animation. We are still currently working on the attack sequences themselves, but once those are figured out, we will be all good. Here is our second unique enemy. I don't have a cute name for him, but he's got a derpy smile and his little tongue is out, and I love him, and he thrashes about. Currently, player death is just turned off on those attacks, but as you can see, very vicious nonetheless. Though our concepts and ideas for level 1 have stayed the same, many small tweaks have happened over the course of the last few weeks due to many hours of playtesting and perfecting it to make an enjoyable and fun experience for all. Let's go to level 2. Yahoo! Oh god. Spook. Welcome to the Corrupted Canopy. Here, as you can see, it is a dark shifted version of the original level 1. On this level, you spawn in the middle and your goal is to reach each corner to acquire a journal entry which will unlock the third level. For navigating collecting the journal entries, we have a new HUD icon in the top left corner of the screen that will indicate how many you need and how many you have. Currently we have 0 of 4. Moving around the level, you can see above us there are many enemies awaiting our arrival. Uh, this map was made to be very similar to level 1, but much harder in its difficulty, utilizing much more of the enemies. Above me is our first journal entry. Upon touching it, we receive a pop-up that would give us the information of Arlo's missing best friend. Right now, we do just have filler text in place. This is just for scaling and sizing as we are still currently fleshing out the story. You can now also see on the HUD, we have one of 4 journals. This HUD icon is very recently added and not perfect, so far it does not update past the first one, but I'm sure on submission this will be corrected. The next part of the level is more of a combat-based area for Arlo. In level 1, we didn't have much open space for just generic combat to occur, so we wanted to show off the enemies in more of a, oh, jeepers. Ah! Oh, lost a heart there. As you can see, the range attackers do work with Arlo. Oh, we're just hit and run here. I don't think I can get that guy. He's too little. Just had to take the hit there. But as you can see, it is more of a combat area. I'm gonna die. As you can see, level 2 is harder than level 1. As you can see above me on level 2, we have unique skins for each of the enemies. That includes our melee, our ranged, and our smaller quick enemy. We will have to make some changes to level 2 as these spike pits tend to trap the enemies in instead of trapping us. I'm just going to put on debug mode so I can't die, but it should trigger their attack animation still. As you can see, his pink attack animation goes off here, and these guys just get into more of a vicious run. With the power of movie magic, let's pretend like I made it here legitimately. Here is our second journal entry, also filled with filler text currently. Alright, let's get this bread, gamers. Nothing but the perfect pace here. We're coming in a little hot for the turn, but we navigate it beautifully, because that's who we are. Get that kill, easy peasy, drop on down, and we are at our third journal. Boop. As you can see here at this fort, this image here is to represent a gate. As you can tell, it clearly has a hinge, and I promise upon collecting each journal entry will open up. So let's go collect those entries and open it up. We have added some quick buttons to teleport Arlo across the map. I've also put on a debug mode so that I can navigate the map more simply without the fear of enemies. So during this part of the game, obviously these guys would be shooting at you, but because I've put on the debug mode, that is not the case. Now let's go have a look at the gate. Once the gate is open, Arlo just must make his way down this castle riddled with increasing enemies with each floor he descends, until he gets to the final gate at the end of the level, which will open up and take him to level 3. So this is level 3. Holy cow. So I did not handle that the best, but as you can see, here is our boss, and currently he kills me. Cool. Let's do that again. Welcome to level 3. Here is our boss. Currently, he spawns a lot of attacks. They do a bunch of different things and they kill me. Holy cow. I am not ready for level 3. Okay, welcome to level 3. This is our boss. He spawns a bunch of ads and they tend to kill me. I love him for the way he is, and he is the best father I've ever had. He shoots based on which direction Arlo is in. He has 3 unique attacks that he does at random. Currently, only the one where it spawns the enemies is working. So, as you're seeing, it seems to be a different frequency each time he does it. but it is just simply based on the draw of which ones he's doing. As I'm looking at the window that you cannot see, we are just being very unlucky, and there's one, but I promise it is, oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah, welcome to level 3. It's a work in progress. We have new texture, new image, new background sounds for it. We have a boss. He currently has one of his 3 attacks, possibly 2 of the 3. Maybe I just am not understanding what they're doing, but I believe it's just the one of the 3. Still a lot to edit here, a lot to do, but oh my, he put that guy right on me. The map will consist of our boss fight, and once our boss fight is over, the player will have to rush to the top of the map to get past the ink that is rising from the floor. Still not integrated into the game. We're very excited to just show off our level 3 though a little. That's going to be a the climbing race there. And I hope you enjoyed viewing our little preview of our level 3. Thank you so much for joining us. We have been Yanoya Studios. I'm Lyra. Thank you and have a good night, gamers.